That moment alone was all worth it. It was all worth it, like no matter what happens. And I was telling the acupuncturist today, Klara, and she was like, oh my God, what an amazing story. And I hadn't thought of it because I've been living it, and so it didn't seem that amazing. Again, I was just focused on progress, like don't go for perfection, just go for progress, and I've gotten to move forward each way. Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome. What's up, Fertility fam? We gotta do what? Let's get those babies, ladies. I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty. Good morning, Fertility fam. How are you? Today is Tuesday, November 27th. I hope you are well. There's a baby inside of me. Me and Applejack are just chilling. I did a little bit of research last night, so it looks like implantation can happen Thursday. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow it should start, and these are just like rough estimates. Obviously, they don't know the exact timeline, but it's pretty close to if I had a natural insemination, like if I got pregnant at home, as far as my timeline, with the 3-day transfer with assisted hatching. So it should touch the endometrium tomorrow, and just start kind of like getting familiar with it, and then it would look like it would be burrowing in, starting to implant on Thursday, but it can happen anywhere between Thursday and Saturday. So the plan is to have acupuncture today, Tuesday, and tomorrow, Wednesday. And then we'll see what she says. I might go back Friday or Saturday. I don't think I'm going to do Thursday, but because I think we want to prepare it, and then once it's possibly touched, support it. But I'll talk to her about that, and I'll take you guys with me, and so we'll see, what she recommends. But yeah, so feeling pretty good. I slept. It's a little after 9. I'm so behind on my editing. I want to catch up on that today. So you guys are seeing the videos. They're not quite. It's like 2 weeks in a day, but the plan is to catch up this week. So if you're seeing this video today, 2 weeks after the 27th, and I got caught up. I appreciate your patience. My poor other channel, I haven't edited over there at all. But I'm sure everybody understands that it's for a good cause. I'm trying to make a baby, and so that's kind of the priority as far as like getting my sleep and not stressing myself out. So no exercise today. I exercised yesterday before the transfer. We went out in the morning. Not like rigorous. It was probably, I think we did not quite 2 miles. We normally do about 4. Not going to do too much today. Obviously, I have to go to acupuncture, so there'll be some walking involved, but not like a scheduled cardio. And I plan to do some yoga stretches. I did some last night too. I did the goddess pose, but I just want to do that for circulatory reasons more than like getting my heart rate up. But I want to make sure that my blood is flowing because that's so important to keep the uterus, receptive. And so I work on that. But yeah, just gonna hang out a little bit with Blue today, figure out when I'm going home, and do some more research on this little Applejack that's growing inside of me, and just keep praying. Everybody has sent me so many nice wishes on Instagram, and a couple of you guys sent me DMs, which was really nice. I have not checked my email, tanika@simplytanika.com, in about 3 weeks, so I need to catch up on that today as well. It's just been, baby making has been the priority, so it's nothing to do with any of you, so please don't take it personally. Blame it on my head and not my heart, because I just didn't have the space in my head to do everything. And so I'm sure you guys understand. It's a little bit crazy. But yeah. So that's kind of it. And that's what's going on. I'm trying to find a light. There's my other light over there, as you can see. So I'm a little dark in here. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. And yeah, let's get the day started. Talk to you in a little bit. Hey fam. All right, I'm headed down to acupuncture. Running slightly late. I forgot that I'm up at Blue's, and it's further to get down there, so my appointment's at 1:30. I'm probably going to get there closer to 1:40. Fingers crossed. But yeah, my first time out of the house since transfer. My nose is all red. It's cold out there.
encourage implantation. It just does it in a lot more gentle way, so I typically don't needle the abdomen at that point. It's blood flow being directed from the points more distal. Yeah. You've totally been on such an awesome health kick.
Oh my god.
I can see it, like your skin is glowing and
it's amazing. Yeah, I was
you
just
must
like,
feel very good.
I do.
Yeah.
Like totally.
Okay.
I wanted to do like a last push of like what's in my control.
Right.
Oh my god, that was so amazing. I've missed this. Highly, highly, highly recommend. That was amazing. That was amazing. So I think I'm coming back Thursday? Today's Tuesday. Thursday we should have the start of implantation, so I'm gonna come back then. So I just booked it online. It's gonna be tomorrow at 2, Wednesday at 2, Thursday at 2. There's nothing on Friday. Hey fam, what's up? How are you? Alright, I'm home. I've had dinner. Blue made fajitas, or as he likes to say, vaginas. Chicken with bell pepper and onion, and that was yummy with whole wheat tortillas. So yummy, yummy in my tummy. I am going to call it a night soon. I scheduled my acupuncture again for tomorrow at 2, and tomorrow's Wednesday and Thursday at 2. So I just want to recap the timeline as far as implantation. Because I had the 3-day assisted hatch transfer in the laboratory, if I would have had the 5-day, my little M baby, my little Applejack, would still be sitting in a petri dish in medium. Instead, it's inside of me. So it's not any closer to implantation, and it will sit there today and tomorrow, because you think of like a 5-day embryo, they're sitting in a dish for 5 days. And so instead of sitting in a dish outside in some foreign medium, mine is inside of me in my medium. Oh, I want to show you guys. I got this little thing from the clinic, the dish that the Applejack was in. Hang on, I'll show you. I'm back. Okay, I got a couple of little goodies, but the one that I think is the most interesting, here's the dish. It's like yay big. I'll show you compared to the size of like this coffee mug, which is just a regular coffee mug. Yeah, it's that big. So it was in here. Started off as one little egg, and then it was injected with sperm and it got fertilized, and yeah, and it's marked embryo transfer, so ET instead of FET, which is frozen embryo transfer, so just embryo transfer, and it's got my name on it. And then I got, this is Applejack's first band. So this band I gave to the doctor while I was in the transfer room, and then they take that, hand it to the embryologist. The embryologist goes back to the lab, matches it to the data that's on here, which, oh, it's inside out. Oh, they must look at it from this way. There we go. On this side. Maybe this is the lid, but it has my name on it this way. Anyway, this is Applejack's first band. So they take it to the embryologist. Embryologist matches it up to my baby, and then they put it in a little catheter. Catheter also has a name on it. The embryologist hands it over to the, actually I should do a whole video on like leading up to the transfer and then the day of the transfer, because I think I was in such shock. But I'll just, for this, we're here already, I'll just tell you that part. So we're in the room, the doctor, like, and this is why you have to have the full bladder. So they put the ultrasound, and it's an abdominal ultrasound. They put the wand on my belly, and the ultrasonographer, I don't know what they're called, is pressing on my belly. It's so full, but like so you can see. And then before the doctor even puts the catheter in, she's showing me like, here's, because she does it before the doctor comes in the room. Here's where your uterus is. Here's where your yada yada. And it's like up on a screen. And I'm like, oh my God. And all I could think is I have to go to the restroom. And before they were like, you can try and go and maybe do like 3 seconds. And I was like, I can't do that because everything's going to come out. And I'm not like, let's just get the baby in there. And so while she was pressing, I swear I wish I had gone to the bathroom because I was like, I think something might leak. Something may have leaked. I don't know. Nobody said anything. I can't tell for sure, but it just is not comfortable. Let me just say that. So then the doctor comes in. He's like pressing this way. He's chasing my cervix. I tell him my cervix likes to hide. He was like, oh yeah, is that what's going on? Yeah, and so that part is just uncomfortable as they're like trying to get a grip on there. Finally, he gets it, like whatever, my cervix in one location, puts the, not the catheter, the, oh my God, what is that thing called? They're not calipers, but they put a thing, you know, it goes in and then it opens you up, opens up the cervix, or whatever that little plastic thing is. Scapula? Oh my God, I can't think of it. I'll put the name down here so we can move on. But so he puts that in, opens it up, then he puts another little syringy catheter thing in there, which is wider. And he's showing me like where it is on the screen. He said, see, we're at the back of your uterus now. You see that little thing? I'm like, yeah, I see it. Meanwhile, there's all this pressure. I see whatever you want me to see. No, I'm kidding. I saw it. And so then he says, when we get the okay from the embryologist, we'll get another straw and we'll put that straw through this catheter, speculum, that's what it's called. He put the speculum in. We'll put another straw through the catheter. The straw will have the embryo in it, and then we'll release that into your uterus and you'll be able to see it right here on the screen. So I was like, oh my God. So he gave me a picture of that. It was just really nice and beautiful. And I had the cap on my chest that I had taken with me. I didn't take in the whole outfit. It's in a separate compartment. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I'll insert it. There it goes. So yeah, that is the baby going in. The little, and it's zoomed in really close. This dark spot up here, excuse me, that's my bladder. So that helps them see. This is our little landing space of where the embryo was dropped off. And then you can kind of see like that wandy bit, that's the catheter that's going in. So they threaded it through, ended up way over here. And as it went, there was like a little spark. I wish we would have been able to film. We did ask and they were like, no. But anyway, so yeah, that was it. And then I laid on the table for 10, 15 minutes. And then they're like, you can lay here for a little while. And at that point, you know, I've been thinking, oh my God, I have to go to the restroom. But then I was like, I don't want to get up. Like, what if I go and I have to like so forcefully eliminate everything in my bladder that my baby comes out? I mean, I know it can't happen that way, but it just feels like it because I had to go so bad. So at that point, I just like laid there, closed my eyes, did deep breathing, and was like, let's just stay here and let that little guy get settled in for a while. Yeah, so that's kind of how that went. I'll do a separate video, like from start to finish, because it was scary. Just every little step was like, oh my God, please just hurry and put the baby back inside of me. And I was telling the acupuncturist today, Klara, and she was like, oh my God, what an amazing story. And I hadn't thought of it because I've been living it, and so it didn't seem that amazing. Again, I was just focused on progress. Like, don't go for perfection, just go for progress. And I've gotten to move forward each way. But she was like definitely, you know, saying how lucky I had been. And I feel like it was the twins. It was God's grace and mercy. Luck had nothing to do with it. It was a lot of prayer. And I'm going to pray it to the finish line that I get to meet my little Applejack in 9 months and see what he looks like, or she. I'm okay if it's a girl. I just keep saying boy because I want a boy, but honestly, I just want a healthy, happy baby. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I will do the video about my transfer day, how it went, what to expect. I had a playlist. I'll share the playlist with you guys, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'm tired. I don't want to stay up too late. I still have to do one more progesterone shot. I've got to do my pineapple, which I've been doing every evening. It tears up the inside of my mouth. I know. You guys are going to say do a smoothie. I did a smoothie. I made a whole video about it, but I'm trying not to do anything cold. So I didn't want to do a smoothie. If I eat it at night before I go to bed, by the time I wake up, all the little tears in my mouth are gone. It sounds horrible, but I'm just getting my bromelain. I'm doing that. I'm taking the bromelain pills and the Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts taste like dirt and chalk. Don't ask. So if it gets me a sticky bun, I'm happy to do it. I'm just trying to make sure that my lining is nice and receptive and sticky by the time Thursday rolls around, when my little Applejack should be looking to burrow in. So we'll see. I have had some twinges, which I don't know what those are because it's too early for implantation. And I did have the acupuncture, so I would expect like my uterus to be calm, but there were some twinges. I went to Whole Foods after I left acupuncture and bought like some soups and whatnot, like chilies, like Amy's organic chili, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't say the bag was extra heavy. It was maybe like 5 pounds, but I'm like, is that it? I don't know. And then I'm also like gassy as the day goes on. I think that's gotta be the progesterone. Can't be anything else. And it's because it started, what happens is as the day progresses, my belly gets bigger, and that started happening before I had the transfer because I started the progesterone. I had the transfer, I had the retrieval on Friday. I started the progesterone Saturday. And so I would say by Sunday, like when I had the full day of progesterone, I definitely had larger belly. And then the first day of transfer, I had larger belly. So I'll just show you like what it looks like at the end of the day. Do you see that? Is like, where did that come from? Yeah. So, and there it is full on. It's just like, I should pull that down so you can really see. That's all bloat. I'll show you in the morning so you will see, like, because when I wake up it's flat, it's like my normal belly, and then as the day goes on it gets wider, which I'm glad that all of you ladies who have done this before, who said get like stretchy pants, and I listen, because these are all, I've got all like stretchy pants, underwear with no elastic, because I have got room to grow, which is kind of like a cool trick because it makes you feel pregnant even though you may not be. Obviously on Sunday I couldn't have been pregnant because I didn't have my transfer, but I definitely had this belly action going on. So we're just gonna visualize pregnancy and keep praying for Applejack that he likes his home. He likes being in mama's medium, and will continue to grow and flourish and hang out. I don't know if there's like a little YouTube in there, but Applejack, if you can hear me, hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. All right, I'm being silly. I'll talk to you ladies later. I hope you are well. Let me know. I know some of you guys are also cycling. How are things going? Like, shots, are you enjoying them? Are you figuring them out? Are you getting the hang of them? Are you dreading them? Just, if you were dreading them, just get through them for the baby. I will tell you at the end, I was dreading them. I still have bruises on my thighs from where I was doing my shots. I still have nightmares about my, not progesterone, oh my God. The acupuncturist asked me, are you doing progesterone oral? No. But I still have nightmares about my intramuscular trigger shot. That needle will be with me always. Always. If you're going through it, hang in there. It gets better. Hopefully there are not too many days left for you, and you'll have a magical day of seeing your little embryo on a screen being inserted back inside of you, which that moment alone was all worth it. It was all worth it. Like, no matter what happens, that was a day to behold. Hopefully there are many more, but I'm going to enjoy each as they come and thank God for all of them, because I think I didn't really realize like how much of a miracle I'm living right now until I was retelling the story to Klara, and like the look on her face. And she is a fertility acupuncturist, so she hears women's stories all the time. And so I think it's important to be grateful and to be thankful. I am so grateful and so thankful for having made it to this point. And I thank you all for your prayers and well wishes and good advice, even bad advice. I mean, I'll take it all. I think it all came from a good place. You guys really lifted me up, and I'm so, so grateful for that. So I do want to say thank you. That I'm thankful and grateful for you. I really am. And so if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. All right, ladies. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Baby, that's to us all. To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two.